Hello, welcome to the Last Supper of Outcasts, and I'm your host, Desiderius Erasmus. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. Not that it matters. And here's our quote of the day. It's by the former Chancellor of Germany during World War II. Many of you may have heard of him. And here is his quote. How fortunate it is for rulers that men do not think. And let me just repeat that, just in case you missed it. How fortunate it is for rulers that men do not think. And there you have it. There's our quote from the former Chancellor of Germany during World War II. You figure it out. Let's face it, most people are dumb as hell. I don't hate people because they're dumb as hell. It's not all their fault that they're dumb as hell. I'm a dummy too. I'll be the first to admit it. But the difference between me and most other people is that I admit I'm a dummy. And I try very hard not to be one. Most people don't do that. They like to stew in their stupidity, apparently. Obviously. For many, many years it's been going on. The fact is that we've been trained to be dumb. And we've been trained also to stay dumb from day one, from the day that we were crapped out into this living toilet bowl that we created. The earth, don't get me wrong, itself is beautiful. The humans in their glory, in their wonder, and the fact that they're viruses with shoes, so it seems. Maybe that's their whole function, is just they're a cancer on the earth. We've ruined it. We've ruined it, just like we ruin everything we touch. Maybe that's our job. And we've been trained to be dumb as hell and to stay dumb as hell, and especially here in good old America, land of the idiot. When people are dumb as all hell, it makes it that much easier for their owners to steal their wallets without the people putting up a fight. It's that simple. People are trained to be dumb for that exact reason. To steal their wallets without a fight or any resistance whatsoever. That's what's going on here, folks. And it's ramping up on an epic scale. In fact, in most cases, the mass of mostly idiots will gladly hand over their wallets to their owners because that's what the mass of mostly morons has been trained to do. That's what we're trained to do from day one, from the day we're shit out into this world. And it's mainly in the name of, we're handing over our wallets and our freedoms in the name of so-called patriotism. Yeah, right. Or for our own protection, or for our own security, or better yet, the so-called maintenance of freedom, and in the name of making life better. Yeah, life is certainly getting better for a lot of us. Can't you feel it? Believe it or not, this mechanism, and I'm not yelling at you. I know that a lot of you are onto this already, but we need to reach many more people. And believe it or not, this mechanism was put in place long before Taylor Swift's wedding to Kelsey Grammer, whatever the fuck his name is, before the Knicks won the NBA championship, and even before the FIFA World Cup. Imagine if people actually had as much interest in the reality they actually live in as opposed to kindergarten level type nonsense. And it is nonsense. People are so fucking stupid. They're actually picking up the garbage at Taylor Shit's wedding and they're selling it. Maybe I'll do that. And I'll just sell my own trash and say it was from Madison Square Garden. And to me, this whole thing, and if people are this stupid, then they deserve to have their wallets stolen. It's simple. It's very simple. And if they insist on being this ignorant about their own actual reality, then they deserve to have their freedoms taken, their wallets stolen, and their security, their privacy impinged upon. They deserve it. I don't feel sorry for them. If you're that fucking stupid, you deserve everything you get. I'm not the only one that feels this way. And again, I'm not yelling, but you can ask any monopolist or billionaire or tyrant or dictator. And just like the quote says, how fortunate it is for rulers that men do not think. Why do you think that is? It's because it's much easier for the rulers to steal your wallet. Now, I do, my problem seems to be that I actually do have compassion for people. I don't want anything from people, but we do live in a transactional society. So if I'm doing a job, I expect you to be efficient and to pay me. And that's mostly what the only use I have for people anyway, since they're so fucking stupid. But I don't want anything to do with conning them out of their money. Or anything else of value. I'm not that. And I'm not bragging. I know many of us feel like I do. We're just too afraid to say it. I'm just telling it like I perceive it. I'm angry with people because they are not doing the necessary work to get to the bottom of what's really happening to them. They're not doing the work. They're too busy watching Taylor Swift get married to some coke addict. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who cares? Or they're worried about some dude that can kick a soccer ball 100 feet. Who cares? Come on, man. Those are the people I have a problem with. And all of this bread and circuses type stuff, it's been happening since day one, since before this empire even existed. This is nothing new. So we've had a long time to catch on to what's being done to us. And the fact is that since the collective is just a mass of idiots, unfortunately, the rest of us that are not idiots, even though we're all idiots, but some of us try not to be idiots and try to understand what's going on, which is what I categorize myself in, that we all have to suffer because of the stupidity of the mass of morons. And I'm not angry. I don't care. It's too late anyway. America's already not American anymore. I don't care, in case you haven't noticed. The United States no longer exists. Just in case you have not noticed. In the coming hours, in months and years, even in the coming hours, you're going to notice it. And Howard Zinn, who is one of the knights at my round table, he's one of the disciples at the Last Supper of Outcasts, talks about this specifically, about this ploy of dividing anyone that's not in the top 1/1000th of a percent of the higher echelon. That's how they get us. They get us fighting each other. The blacks against the whites, the Chinese against the Vietnamese or whatever. They get us fighting one another down here in the gutter, thinking that Leroy Brown is the problem. When the problem, and it keeps us from looking at where the real problem is, which is in the 1/1000th of a percent of the people that own the media, that own the government, that own the corporations. And the corporations are the government, just in case you haven't noticed that either. So Howard Zinn, I would highly recommend perusing Howard Zinn's book, A People's History of the United States. And finally, the training, or as I like to call it, the brainwashing of the massive idiots. It's like I said, it's not new. It's been around for a very, very long time. America is absolutely no exception. America is probably one of the best at committing the con or the fraud. Let's get it straight here, folks. America is not trying to convey truth or justice or freedom to anybody, especially its own citizens. America is like any other empire in history. It has no interest in anything else other than stealing the trained SEALs' wallets and to lord it over them completely. And it is moving there like a freight train that's almost out of control. What I'm espousing here right now has never, ever been more obvious than it is currently, especially in America, because that's where I live. I see it. I'm not just reading this in the newspapers. You won't read any of this in the newspapers because they don't want you to read this kind of thing in the newspapers. You getting it? And if you think these people are out to help us and to make us better and to improve life for us, man, you're as dumb as they come, period. Our leaders have never been more blatant about the fact that they're literally robbing us blind while we're watching them. We're pretty much just handing over the wallet. They're practically telling us out loud with no shame about the crimes they're perpetrating against us. Get ready, folks. Things are about to ramp up. I'm making a prediction. They're about to ramp up. I can feel it in my bones. My intuition is almost never wrong. They're getting ready to ramp this robbery up exponentially. And it's coming in the next months. Or possibly even hours. It's coming soon, where it's going to be obvious to many, many more, and maybe we'll do something about it, but I doubt it. And you know what? To end on a hopeful note, it's probably already too late for most of us anyway. So go out, have a good time, watch Taylor Swift get married to the coke addict, watch some idiot kick a football around or a soccer ball or whatever the fuck it is, and go have a good time. Blow all your money, because they're going to steal it from you anyway. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell so you know when I drop the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got something out of it. I'll talk to you soon, and I hope you have a great night.